All right, you ready?
Well, now we can just talk, right? We don't even have to do 3,
Yeah,
2, 1.
we can just clap.
Yeah, well, that's way easier.
All right, let's do that.
This is the podcast right now.
This is the podcast. Oh my god,
you're on a podcast.
I'm on a. How did I get here?
What the fuck?
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev. Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 112 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And J Money.
That probably sounded like a beer. It wasn't. We're not that cool. Drinking Monsters, bro. Blue collars, fuck, bro.
Yo, smoking cigarettes, drinking Monsters for breakfast.
Not paying child support. It's
Not
blue
paying
collar
child
time,
support.
baby.
Yeah, but I got money for weed, bro.
I got money for weed and $1,000 a month truck payment.
And I don't have enough money to fix the holes I punched in the drywall in my townhouse that the government provides for me.
Welcome. How you doing?
Yo, there's a lot of those guys.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's
you probably
one of those,
have a bunch of them as fans.
Probably. If
you're out there, honestly, shout out to your way of life.
Shout out to you and your 3 shirts.
And that cool tap-out shirt you've had since they were cool, you know?
Yeah, with all the graphics kind of peeling off a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you look real tough.
Love it.
Just know that you guys are seen and heard.
Yes, right here. You are represented right here on the podcast.
Those are my favorite kind of guys. Just dipping in public. You guys rock.
Oh, love it.
Just pissing in half-built
Nothing
homes.
like everyone having a good time and you making a scene because a guy looked at you kind of funny because you look fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know?
The type of guy that goes into a Starbucks and goes, "Do you guys just do coffee here?" I don't want a frappa mochaccino.
Yeah,
Okay.
And when someone very kindly tries to explain how a coffee is very much available, they go, "Are you fucking beefing me, bro?"
You can see the blood pressure rise. They get redder.
Yeah, and the neck veins start to pop. You look like fucking Dana White before the health stuff.
You can't even get a black coffee anymore because of woke.
Yeah, the transgenders won't let me have a fucking coffee, bro.
You have to call it African American coffee now? Because of the woke. You know what? If a bisexual isn't making your coffee, you're fucking up. Because those...
Yeah, I don't want straight people. If you're straight, don't touch my coffee.
I want they-thems making my lattes because they fucking crush it.
That, or I will say, I just got back from Cuba. The Cubans.
Cuban coffee's awesome.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I talked to Brian about it before we went down.
Yeah.
It was like, it's really the best.
Yeah, it's huge in the southern states, too.
Cuban coffee?
Yeah, like in Florida and shit, they love Cuban coffee.
Yeah, because it's phenomenal. I love it. Like, every morning you just have a cappuccino every day.
Yeah, I know. That's vacation shit.
Yeah,
because you have a
every single
cappuccino.
day.
There's no drip coffee on vacation.
Yeah.
You fucking know.
Dude, one girl told me... Pardon me. One girl told me she brought her own coffee and coffee maker. And I was like, "You're aware you went on a vacation to Cuba?" And she goes, "Yeah, but you don't know what water they use." I was like, well, considering the other thousands people on the resort are drinking it, it's probably fine.
Like, I know Cuba's Cuba and stuff, but, humans need to drink water and people do live there.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. I want to just stress this. Like, they give everyone bottled water there.
Yeah.
Everyone there drinks tap water.
Yeah.
And I brushed my teeth with tap water the entire time.
Yeah, and you've only got 3 parasites.
And nothing happened.
No.
I swear to God, I didn't even get tummy aches.
Yeah, Cuba also is an island with cities and people that live there. It's not just resorts on a nice island. Okay?
Yeah. Dude,
it's a country.
It's a developing country.
Yeah, there's people that live there. They have jobs and shit. I'm sure someone's in charge of the water
industry.
situation.
Yeah, they have water treatment plants and stuff.
They got it all.
It's crazy. It's the weirdest thing.
They are humans.
Yeah, it's so strange, isn't it? That they're fucking. It's every time I go on vacation, especially Cuba.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Cuba, I'm appalled that people go down there and they're like, do you think they know, like, what a McDouble is? It's like, yeah, they're aware. They've seen a fucking McDonald's ad. They choose not to allow it in the country.
It's so fucking fun when you see people go on vacation to, like, developing nations, and they treat the people there like zoo animals.
It's like, oh my God.
Do you think they have smartphones here? Yes.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They do. And, like, it goes hand in hand with if someone doesn't speak English, people think if you speak English slowly, they'll get it.
Yeah.
They're like, no English. Hello, sir. Por favor, taxi. Like, yeah, then now they'll get it. If you speak to them like they're retarded, they'll understand.
Dude, I walked up the one morning and the lady was like, she goes, "Hola!" and like yells it at him, and he's like, "Oh, hola!" He like kind of laughs and is like, "Hola!" She's like, "Dos coffee," and he's like, "Oh, would you like full English?" Is like, "Would you like a cappuccino or a latte?" And she's like, looks at her friend. She goes, No, Espanol. And he's like,
he's not speaking Spanish.
He's like, okay, two coffees. And just like walks away and is like, you can tell he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the
is
guys
wrong
that
with these
work
people?
for years on resorts
fully speak English.
I think it's a requirement.
Yeah, they have universities to learn how to speak English specifically for tourism.
Yeah, that's a huge thing for them. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
It was brutal.
Cuba was
I
nice,
was
though?
just looking. I was like, oh my, yeah, it was wonderful. I loved it.
Yeah?
Sorry,
You do
I
any
have something in
swimming?
my eye. Yeah, I swam every day.
Yeah? How are the beaches?
Beautiful. I
Beautiful?
was in Cayo Coco, so
Yeah. The white beaches?
yeah, white sand beaches.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
just parrotfish shit.
Is that what it is?
That's what makes white sand beaches. Yeah,
Ah, I didn't know that.
that's why they're only in certain areas of the world because we're.
Because they're contracted to make the beaches?
Yep.
We pay the fish off.
We pay them. We say, hey, you stay here.
You stay here. Don't go over
It's
to
actually
Haiti.
not. You know what? It's not really. We call it contracting. It's slavery.
It's slavery?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's still
I'm gonna have to
happening
fight
right
for...
now. We gotta-
It's still happening.
There's an Abe Lincoln of fish. There's a Rosa Parks of fish out there. Yeah.
Yeah, buses, too. That's
I
fucking
know,
nuts.
brutal. Yeah, and they get shipped around in there.
Oh, that's so
I
sad.
know, it's really unfortunate. Yeah.
There's a Martin Luther King of
Yeah,
fish.
and then we just there is yeah. Not quite the same, obviously.
Martin Luther Fins.
Because okay.
Anyway.
So parrotfish eat coral.
Okay.
They like chew up the dead coral, the white dead coral.
Yeah.
And then poop it out, and their poop is just chewed
Yeah,
coral.
that seems
and
like it
that's
would be
what makes
tough to
white
digest,
sand.
so it would just come right out.
Yeah. Like that's all they eat though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's what
How's
they
the
make.
food? You eat good?
Oh yeah, I love the food in Cuba.
Yeah.
Everyone says, "Oh, the food in Cuba is shit." Yeah, if you go to Cuba and then try to order like a hamburger, like they don't make great hamburgers.
Yeah, you gotta eat their stuff.
Like my favorite thing to hear is their ketchup's gross. Yeah, because they don't use ketchup. They only have it for you. Like, it's like, yeah, go there and get rice and beans and chicken, and it's fucking super. Or like seafood and rice, so tasty.
The concept of eating ketchup on vacation, why? You eat that here all the time.
I
eat
have
ketchup
it
like 3
whenever
times
I
a
want.
week.
Yeah, it's gross. I have it all the
and I
time.
kind of hate it.
It feels like I have to.
I feel like I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went to Italy, they were like, it's fun. They'll do stuff for the Americans and shit coming. And they'll be like, we have breakfast sausages, and it's hot dogs. Because they've got no clue. And they don't have, like, a breakfast sausage. So why are you eating breakfast sausages?
That's what I'm saying.
Just adjust to what they eat, because they make it better.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. Every time I go to Cuba, people bitch that the food's shit. And I'm like, what'd you get? And they're like, I try to get pasta. And, like, they have no garlic. I'm like, yeah, because it's a Caribbean island.
That's sanctioned.
Yeah. It's a Caribbean island with trade embargoes from the United States, which is 120 kilometers away. They're kind of fucked.
Yeah, they don't get garlic.
Yeah, they don't have garlic. And it's like, well, what do you have? Beans, the same thing as all the other Latin countries. Beans and rice, motherfucker.
Yeah,
it's tasty.
Eat some sugar cane. I don't know.
Sugar cane. Yeah, munch on sugar cane. Crab, fish, fucking pork.
Yeah.
Where do you think a Cuban sandwich come from?
There
Bro,
Did you
awesome.
have a Cuban sandwich?
Yes.
How was it?
Awesome. So good. I like the food in Cuba. I have no problem eating there at all.
Good.
Yeah. I came back. The first thing I did was have some pizza here, and I shit my brains out. I was like, yeah, it turns out actually eating garbage is bad for you.
We just never notice when we're full of garbage
You're
all the
just
time.
constantly full of garbage. Yeah.
I had that epiphany. I was eating Papa John's yesterday.
That's what I ate.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And I was like putting the like buttery garlic sauce.
Yeah.
I was like pouring that on.
Yeah.
And I ate a slice. And I was going for like slice number 2 with the garlic sauce. And I was like, I don't know. Should I be eating this? It's just like pizza lubricant.
Dude, that's what I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And I'm telling you, as I started, my stomach started like rolling with illness. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? I think it's because I spent 7 days only eating non-processed food.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I was like, you know what I would like? Some dough. And butter.
And processed cheese.
And processed cheese and meats. Whack loads of preservatives.
Yeah, I try to do that. I'll get like super motivated. And I'm like, I'm only eating like non-processed food. I'm eating rice. I'm eating like vegetables. And I'm eating meat.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it. And then like 7 days in, I'm like feral for a burger.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I want a brioche bun so fucking bad.
It's addictive, dude.
It's
addictive.
Or like, I just want sugar. I want like half a bag of Skittles.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Well, I actually think it's a sugar addiction.
Oh yeah, we totally have it.
Like a real like addiction.
Yeah, sugar is wicked addictive.
Yeah, we should move somewhere where you can't get it. See what happens, you know?
Just see how I do.
Yeah. I think I would make it like relatively far. I will say every morning I nod on that fucking sugarcane stick that they give you with your coffee.
It's like
a little, I think it's like a little piece of sugarcane, like a little piece.
Yeah.
And they give it to you with the coffee, and I was like...
sucking it off your fingernails.
Fuck, oh my God. They're like, okay,
that'll do.
I'll be up early tomorrow. I'm going to have to get up at 7.
All I want is like... I think the best way for me to improve my diet was if I had someone really mean living with me, only when meals were around, and would shame me for making bad decisions. I think I need negative reinforcement. You know? It can't be all me, and I need someone to be like, put that down, you fat sack of shit. You ate 2 hours ago. You're not hungry, you're bored.
I totally agree. You can't have the positivity bullshit, like everyone's feelings, Matt. That's not true.
No, I need like a 6-week boot camp of someone calling me a fat fuck.
You need David Goggins every time you touch something bad to be like, what you doing, you weak ass bitch? And you're like, no, you're right, I'm a piece of shit.
Every time I cross the boundary of 1,700 calories, I just want like a smack to the back of the head and call me a little pig.
You doing? You think you need that?
Yeah, people survive on 1,300 calories a day. You fucking glutton. Put it down.
Oh, I love that.
I've realized this about myself. I've started listening to negative affirmations. Did I tell you about this?
No, what?
So you know what affirmations are?
Yes,
People listen to affirmations like, you are worthy.
Yeah.
You attract what you need and all that kind of stuff. There's negative affirmations where they're like, you're worthless. You will never reach your full potential.
Okay.
And it's like fueling me.
Really?
Yeah, when I need some motivation, like get my day going, I'll listen to that. And it like gets me going.
Gets you fired up.
Gets me like fired up.
Maybe that's what I'll start doing.
It's like, you slept way too late today.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I fucking did. And
I'm
it's
exhausted.
Like, people look at you and they're put off. I'm like, whoa.
I gotta be more fit.
I gotta wash my face.
I'm gross.
There's probably like something deep in there that is why I respond well to that type of But I'm not.
You have issues. It's
yeah,
okay,
but I'm not going to dive into that yet. I'm going to get motivated first, and then we'll figure out what's wrong.
How's your parents, by the way?
They're good.
Yeah, good. That's good.
That's where do you think this started?
So fucked. What'd you get up to?
Not too much. I was sick as a dog for like 2 weeks.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Update. Josh got me and Brian sick.
I didn't get anybody sick.
Yeah, got a bunch of people sick.
I didn't get a bunch of people sick. I saw you guys for like half an hour.
Bunch of people sick. We went on vacation, cursed him every day for the first 5 days.
But at least I'm being thought of.
I mean, sure.
At least I'm on people's minds.
Yeah, every morning we were like, oh, I swear to God, we'd wake up and audibly both of us would be like, fucking Josh. Oh my God.
It's not my fault. People get sick.
No.
All of a sudden, I get a cold, and now I'm like Typhoid Mary when there's a fucking cold going around.
Okay, Typhoid Mary kind of wasn't a great person.
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys are treating me like I'm a plague carrier because I got a cold.
I feel for her, though. Do you know this situation with Typhoid Mary?
Was she intentionally giving people typhoid?
I don't think that's what it was. Typhoid Mary was I believe she was a chef. You should know about her.
Okay.
I believe she was not a chef. She's Irish.
Okay.
And
already not a good start. Like two things that make people like, hey.
She had typhoid fever, but was like asymptomatic, they thought, and wanted her to be like isolated for the rest of her life.
Okay.
And she was like, no, you can't do that to me. That's insane.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you're just going to have to be isolated for the rest of your life. And she was like, no. And then she just refused to be. And then people would occasionally get sick from her because she was an asymptomatic typhoid carrier.
Right.
And it was like, I don't know. What do you do?
Like, I don't know. Gone are the days of that. You know what I mean?
What? Of being like...
When the state would just kind of take care of people.
What? Be like...
Like, if you were like a little off, two guys would show up in white outfits in a truck. And be like, your life doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, you're
and they'd be like, fuck, all right.
Like, you're going somewhere.
There was like this building on an island off the shore. Like, you're going there.
Yeah.
You're going to the crazy
Australia.
House. Like some guy freaking out on the sidewalk. Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
you know what, would pull up, be like, whoop.
You know what, though?
You know what? Like, our mental health dealing capacities, like, there are lots of people out there that need to be under supervision all the time.
There's tons of people that need mental health care and don't receive any at all.
Exactly.
And you can't even get them into facilities to receive mental health care. So do I think that our way is better than that?
No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't at all.
I understand there was a lot of flaws with it. They got rid of it because the problem was that it was up to the doctor's discretion. And if someone had like mental health issues but was like very functional, like high functioning,
yeah,
they would just be like, they still have mental health issues. They're not leaving. And it's like, well, you've just given them a life sentence of imprisonment with crazy people.
Yeah.
You know, when it's like they're probably fine to go back to the public. But like... You go for a walk downtown, like, there are some people that's like, yo,
you actually need to be supervised.
Supervised, you need to be imprisoned.
Yeah.
You're a crazy person.
Well, I don't know about imprisoned, but I think like
contained.
Contained and living somewhere where they're watched and their basic needs are taken care of and they can live some sort of decent life.
Yeah. In a lot of countries in the world, that's actually given to the citizens. It's crazy. That's a normal service.
And I've thought about this a little bit, and I've had like a half little side thing.
Okay.
Do you remember when like mental health issues became kind of trendy a little bit?
Yeah.
I think that would cut down on it a bit. When people are like, I'm so mentally ill that I can't make my own food, and they're just lazy. And they're like,
oh, yeah,
and then you'd be like,
bullshit.
Well, then we need to send you to a place because if you can't make your own food, then obviously...
Can we dive on this then for a minute? Because this is a huge bone of contention for me.
Yeah, and like, I don't know how much this actually affects the world, but it grinds my gears a little bit.
It grinds my fucking gears.
Because it makes real mental illness, like, less accepted publicly if you're just, like, kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be clear on this. This is Josh and Christian's Grind My Gears.
Yeah, welcome to This Gets My Goat.
Yeah, it does. There is few things I fucking hate hearing more then people being like, oh my God, I'm so ADHD.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, really? No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're just wacky.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, do you fucking, like, struggle to contain brain thoughts? Like, no. You just get a little off topic sometimes. You lose track once in a blue moon. That's not ADHD, bro. Like, every day, all the time, there's a million thoughts going on.
I went to college with a guy that would lose his shit when people said, like, oh my God, I'm so OCD.
Yeah. No, you're fucking not.
Because he actually had OCD, and he would wash his hands till they bled.
Yeah, like, that's
he's like, no, you don't have it, because if you had it, you'd fucking hate it.
It's problematic, dude.
He's like, I have to check my light switches every night before I go to bed, like 4 times to make sure that they're all off and on the same...
Yeah.
Like, because you know how sometimes you have 2 switches for one light?
Yeah.
So they can be like either or?
Yeah.
He had to make sure that all the off switches were pointing in the right direction. And he would, like, get up out of bed and multiple times and check them all. And he's like, this isn't fun. Yeah, just because you have a notebook that you've organized doesn't mean you're OCD.
That's not OCD. Yeah, like, people can have tendencies, but it's like, dude, I, like, stumble my way through sentences on a regular basis because there's too many thoughts coming out of my mouth at one
You're
point.
also willingly not medicated.
Okay, but I just don't like it. I don't like
There are pros and cons.
There's pros and cons. I can think way faster than a lot of people. But
where in the time that it takes one person to complete one thought, Christian gets 3/4 of the way on 3 thoughts.
Yeah. I'm up.
You're up half a thought.
I'm up. Yeah, I don't know. It does grind my gears. It's
because the second you say the word, you're immediately equivocating yourself with someone who's like diagnosed and has a condition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like it's a level playing field to average people.
That it's a level playing field and it's a normal thing. Like I remember our friend Dwayne when he went to school for psychology.
Yeah,
he talked to me like specifically about ADHD. Mm-hmm. That he was like, man, do you know about, like, some of the adverse effects of this? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, dude, it's, like, really destructive to people's lives. Like, yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, that's why it's a disorder. And we have treatments for it.
He was like, yeah, like, typically they don't do as well in life. Like, they're really impulsive. Yeah. They're, like, financially they don't do as well because... like impulsivity problems.
It's harder to take the time to weigh consequences.
Exactly. And so he's telling me this. I'm like, yeah, fucking, I know, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I'm aware.
Well, you don't see a lot of people, like, I don't know, faking the bad ones. Like, the really bad ones.
Like, oh, I'm so schizophrenic.
Oh, my God, I'm so bipolar.
Yeah, like, what? No, some people do say that, though. It's like, why? Because I'll be really happy and I'll be sad.
Like, no, you ain't manic.
That's not
you ain't
mania.
I've seen manic.
Yeah, manic depressive episodes are horrendous and they destroy
they're awful
lives.
For everyone around.
Yeah. Like,
I'm so psychotic. I have such a loose grasp on reality.
I'm such a pseudolodge. I just lie about everything. No, you're just fat and you lie about what you eat.
What's the one? I'm fucking... I fucking lost it. Never mind. The one where you're constantly lying, but it's to... you're constantly putting on a face and you're constantly lying and you're constantly playing people to your advantage.
Pseudologies.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, pseudolog.
Okay.
It's pseudology.
I've heard it.
Where they... Yeah, there's another term for it. But...
like, they're never authentic.
They're compulsive liars.
They're compulsive liars, and it's constantly trying to gain an edge or an advantage over people.
Okay, that's different than pseudologs. Pseudologs lie to the degree that they themselves believe. It's like...
that rocks.
Okay, so listen to this. This is actually interesting because it often... like, it's a serious development of psychosis. They lie to the point that they create an entire world of lies that they themselves believe to be true. And they often go years undiagnosed because no one knows.
Right. Because they believe it, so they're not actually lying.
They're not really lying to people because they remember the lies. but they'll make these lies and a whole life of lies. A whole life of... That's everything about them is a lie, and everything they do and everything they believe is a lie. And they'll do it to the point that they fully believe they exist in this world where all of that is the thing. And it's called pseudolog.
Okay.
Yeah, PSEUDOLOG.
Like pseudo, like alternative, like not. Okay.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange disorder.
Man, to live in that head. Like, you must be having, like, a pretty decent time.
I feel like things are pretty good for them.
Yeah, like, obviously you can never have any meaningful relationship with anybody.
None.
Yeah. But in your world, like, you're
It's very, very interesting, though. You should look up, like, cases of them. Interviews with them are tremendously interesting. Because sometimes they're in, like, deeper states of schizophrenia where they're... like more erratic, but some of them, I've seen interviews of some where they're like normal. It'd be like talking to you or me. They seem totally normal. They're like, oh yeah. Like,
well, because they're not showing signs of lying because they don't think they are.
They don't believe they're lying. They're like, what's wrong? I don't understand what the issue is here.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't do that. And they're like, no, I absolutely, like, I was the president of an African country. And they believe that and they're totally calm with it. And it's like, no, you weren't. And they're like, no, I absolutely did. And I had these people, and they know, like, names, and they've created.
And you think the mind universe of building backstory?
It builds this whole, it's a trauma response.
Okay, those guys probably make great writers.
Probably, yeah. They believe it's a trauma response, like the same way that
like you making up history because you're erasing things.
You're erasing things, yeah. So it's the same way. We have things, you see it in, like, prepubescent. I believe it's common in prepubescence, where if they're exposed to, like, really traumatic, like, really short-term traumatic events, they don't remember them at all. There's full amnesia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like I'm not going to say who, but a friend of mine.
Yeah.
The only reason they know that he definitely saw this is because there's no way he didn't. He woke up in the morning and his father had not come to bed.
Okay.
So his mom and dad, like he lived with his mom and dad. His father had not come to bed and they had all their bikes on the one wall.
Okay.
In the garage. His father was working on something in the garage. He got up in the morning. He went outside. He grabbed his bicycle. Got on his bicycle. Opened the garage door. Closed the garage door. Rides his bike to school. His mother wakes up or comes into the garage like half an hour after him.
Yeah. Being
like, oh, I wonder where my husband is. He's hanging a foot in front of the bike rack. Okay? He's hanging, dead, a foot in front of the bike rack. Forensics comes. He's been dead for 8 hours.
So he just walked right by him.
Didn't even see him. It's too traumatic. The brain just shuts it down. It just shuts it down. He doesn't remember it all. I talked to him to this day. Doesn't remember it all. No idea it happened.
But there's no way he could have missed it.
There's absolutely no fucking way in hell that he walked in and didn't see it. Jesus. The brain would have seen it and just been like, doop,
that gave me like
back to what you're doing.
Goosebumps.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Yeah.
Makes you think of the things you may have forgotten.
I know. You got to wonder, like, what fucked up things have happened to you that are too traumatic and short that your brain just is like, no, you just bury that.
Nah, you're too young for this.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, like, no, it's just too traumatic.
How young was he?
I think he was in like grade 3.
Yeah, because now you're bordering on the age of like, do you even understand that people can kill themselves?
Yeah, like...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you even understand the concept of like suicide and how to hang yourself? Like
they would.
Yeah?
You must, like... I would think
like that... Like, you'd see that he's dead.
You would know that... That's what I mean. I would think that you would understand there's comprehension of death, for sure.
Yeah. But do you know what suicide is? Do you know that hanging yourself can kill you? Like, you know what I mean? When you're in grade 3?
I don't know. It's very, very strange.
Because that might play a part in it as well. If you were 16 and walked and did that whole routine,
freak out.
You would understand.
But you would lose your shit.
You would lose your shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying I think that it generally is in prepubescence.
But like maybe just the ante of how traumatic it has to be goes up.
Oh, like as
if you're in your 20s and see like 40 people get annihilated in front of you,
and you just forget about it,
you would probably like shut down.
Maybe, depending on the person.
Depending on the person, not me. My brain would be like, "Yeah, you're remembering that forever.
Yeah,
get ready for the nightmares, bitch."
Yeah. No, but it's crazy. When that person told me that,
yeah,
I was actually like, "That is disturbing, like deeply disturbing."
It makes sense though, and then for your brain to backfill and be like, "Well, there has to be some explanation of what happened, like of what I did today."
So I got up today and...
So I got up and I remember riding my bike, so I must have just gone through the garage and got my bike and
gone to school.
And that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Because your memories are actually like not...
that solid.
They're not that solid. That's why like eyewitness testimony isn't actually that great in court.
It's not that good, no.
Because you can suggest things to people and they'll be like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
When like you don't actually.
Really happen.
Your brain remembers big beats. And then it fills it in as you remember it.
Yeah, your memory of like smell is much better.
Yeah, that's a physical sense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like visually and like recounting situations, it's not that good.
Yeah, if someone was like, "Where were you?" Well, I mean, you were just on vacation, but normally, if they're like, "What were you doing last Wednesday?"
I don't know.
Like normally, I don't fucking know. Like I'd have to think and be like, well, I worked."
Yeah.
So I probably left my house at this time, and you know what I mean?
Do you know that's part of the reason that when they're investigating someone that they ask, where were you on the night of March 27th? Whatever, right? And the reason is people who know usually are guilty. Because most people are like,
because you've thought up this alibi. Like, I was at my brother's. I was right away.
Yeah, if they're too quick on the response, it tips the cop off that like they're probably guilty. Whereas if you imagine if you were like, where were you last October 3rd? You'd be like, I have no fucking clue. I'd have to look at you give me like 2 hours and maybe I'll figure out
what I did. Let me look through my phone data, see where I was.
Yeah, like you'd seriously, any normal person, it's more than a month, you'd be like, I have no fucking clue at all.
Yeah. Like so many things could have happened that day.
God, what was it? What day of the week was it? Yeah. Friday? Like probably working.
We would make a good detective duo, I think.
I think so. It'd be awesome. Yeah.
That's kind of like the dream.
We should just become private investigators.
That's kind of the dream.
Yeah? We could do that on the side, offer private investigation.
Do you need a license for that or anything?
I don't know.
Because I think you can kind of bend some laws when you're a private investigator.
Yeah.
You get some trespassing shit.
Yeah.
I'd want to tail a guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying we should.
Yeah, I want to
you want to put a Kijiji ad out? Be
just two guys.
Just be like, we'll look into it.
I'm very persuasive. I can talk my way in and out of a lot of situations, I think.
Dude, I actually think we could do this. Be awesome.
Did you see that fucking bridge?
What?
The bridge in Baltimore?
No.
You haven't seen this video?
What?
A cargo ship hit a 2-mile-long bridge in Baltimore, right in their city core. Took the whole thing down.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
I am serious. Killed 20 people. It happened at 2 in the morning, too. You haven't seen this at all? This is huge news this week. The, what's it called? The Francis Scott Key Bridge.
What the fuck?
Are you looking up a video?
No.
Okay. He fucked it up. He took out this cargo ship lost power and just hit one of the supports. And because they're all connected,
lost power. Oh, the
ship lost power. And it had a full load, so it had a crazy amount of inertia, right?
Are you Baltimore watching? Brigade collapse footage?
Brigade.
Yeah, it's called a brigade.
Anyways.
Oh no, bridge.
It happened at 1 in the morning. There was a construction crew on the bridge. Oh, you're watching?
Oh. Okay, talk to me.
Okay. A construction crew on there and cars all go down at 1 in the morning. There's no chance of recovery.
Oh my god!
Yeah. That's a 2-mile long bridge. Just fucking falls. Because it's all under tension, right? That's how bridges work.
The moment you break it.
They rescued 2 people alive.
Everyone else died?
Everyone else died.
How many people total?
20 died.
He lost power to the motors.
Yeah, and just drifted.
Dude, that's brutal, you fucking moron. Where was it from?
I don't know.
Interesting.
They pulled 2 guys out of the water.
Okay.
After they were I think part of the construction crew that was working on the bridge when it went down. One guy airlifted to hospital. He was fucked.
Yeah,
right?
That's brutal.
Second guy refused treatment and just went home.
What?
Wet clothes. They were like, we're taking you to the hospital. He's like, I'm not paying for that. And just went home.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is a real American, baby.
God damn it, I love that shit. Nah, motherfucker, I'm done work.
But that bridge is 2 miles long, so it looks small. But imagine how high up that is.
Well, those ships are enormous.
Yeah, that ship is 500 feet long.
Yeah.
Right? 475,
probably,
I think
maybe.
it was.
Yeah.
So he fell for a while.
Hit that concrete motherfucking water.
Hit that water at 1 a.m. in March. It's cold.
Yeah.
Right?
It feels like concrete. Somehow gets pulled out of the water. And it's I was waiting to die, motherfucker.
Man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Get the fuck up.
Yeah, he must have gone into work the next day and been he's bitch.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if that guy's listening, shout out. You're a real hero.
I love you. You're a hero.
I would go to the hospital.
I wouldn't.
No? He's probably dead now.
No, he's not.
He probably liquefied half his organs on that impact and somehow was alive enough to walk home.
Walked home, too.
Well, I don't know if he walked. Imagine if he caught the bus.
And just turns around, flags a fucking taxi. Get me the fuck out.
How's your day? How's my day?
Motherfucker, I just fell off a bridge.
I don't want to talk about it. I fell off the bridge that was falling. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
I'm silent ride. Bring me home.
But I don't have money because I lost my wallet in the fall.
Walks home. Wife's like, how was work, honey? How was fucking work?
How was work? Turn on Channel 5 News.
That's me. It's me falling.
That's fucked, man.
Oh, no dinner ready? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not at work my ass. For you to not have dinner ready when I get home.
I survived a 2% survival chance. And the dishes aren't done.
Yeah. He goes, lights a smoke. She's like, you shouldn't smoke, it's bad. And I don't give a fuck.
Next time you say being a mom is the hardest job in the world, just remember what I did today.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a raise for this. I hope you know.
Dude, I hope that motherfucker gets a promotion for that.
That guy better be.
Yeah, get him off the tools.
That guy gets an office job, $140K a year.
He gets a pickup truck and a clipboard for the rest of his life.
Yeah, probably. He's probably super fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't want to pay for the air ambulance.
Oh, yeah. That'd be brutal.
Yeah. What a fucking... Yeah, actually insane. I thought it was fake when I first saw that video. I was like, there is no way that they just took out that bridge. But I guess, those cargo ships have a lot of energy pushing them.
Dude, even when they're moving all slow like that, they look slow. When you're standing beside them, they're like...
Yeah. And they're moving weight.
Yeah, and they're full of weight.
Yeah. I see a lot of... and then I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it, and they're like, we really need to have a discussion on how our bridges are built. It shouldn't have come down that easy. I was like, if that ship hit any bridge in the world... That's how it would go. That's how it's going to go.
Are you serious? That's the discussion right now?
Yeah, they're like, we should build our bridges safer.
Motherfucker, that's how bridges work.
It's 500,000 tons.
Yeah, that's why we have bridge engineers.
Yeah.
Because they're so difficult to build.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most advanced and oldest technologies in construction in the world.
Every bridge engineer is having the roughest time right now.
Yeah. Would your bridge come down like that?
Well,
yes.
Yeah, probably.
If a 1,000,000-ton piece of machine wiped out one of 2 main supports, Yeah, it would do that. Yeah.
Or do you think there's a bunch of dickheads that are like, mine wouldn't?
Mine would take it. I would have made that shit with 2x6. That's some dumb shit they would say. I would have just made the bridge thicker. Yeah. Yeah, what? Fucking 200 feet thick, motherfucker?
Yeah. We're not making suspension
bitch.
bridges anymore. We're just making brick bridges that go straight to the bottom the whole way, and they're a mile thick of just poured concrete, and nothing's getting through those.
Yeah. Don't worry about the fish.
There'll be one hole big enough for the fish. One at a time.
One at a time, they can migrate.
You ever see the fish tubes that they use to migrate fish?
What?
From like lake to lake?
No.
Yeah. You've never seen this?
Let me see this. What are you talking about?
The fish transport tubes? Oh my god, I'm showing you so much shit today.
No fucking way.
Fish transport tube. This is a very popular video. Salmon cannons. Oh, fucking ads.
Oh, they fire them over?
Well, they're like a long tube. You'll understand when you see it. Whoop. And it's a super long tube that transports salmon from lake to lake.
Oh, they do it manually, though.
Yeah, they put them in.
Okay, yeah, like that's not quite the same as what I was thinking.
Were you thinking that the salmon were operating it?
Yeah. like a fish ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that themselves. They'll just go up the ladders.
Oh, okay.
They just have.
I love these things. I think they're great.
They have instinct to go up the ladder themselves.
They're so smart.
Salmon?
Yeah.
Fish in general.
Well, not aquarium fish. They're super dumb.
They're very dumb. They're not the brightest bulbs.
These are two guys that have owned aquariums, right?
Yeah.
The second the pH is off by 0.1, half your fish die. But then if we're restocking a lake, they drop them from a fucking airplane.
Literally.
Yeah. And they'll just
fly over and they're totally fine.
And they're totally fine.
Yeah, I know.
But the second the sun hits my tank wrong, I lose half my fish. You guys have to... Come on!
Yeah.
You guys have been around forever as a species.
No,
Figure it out.
It's brutal. It's brutal. It's like the Amazon. I don't understand. It's like, oh yeah, discus are an Amazon species. But then you put them in a tank and it has to be like exactly 81 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 82, it's too hot, they die.
Too hot, they die. Yeah, it's like... How do they survive in the Amazon?
Like one of the hardest living situations ever.
There's no fucking way. And the argument is, well, they moved to always stay in 81 degree water. How the fuck does that work? What?
Are they that like sensitive to temperature that they know?
That they know where it is.
Oh, too hot.
Too hot, gotta go that way. What? I've never understood how.
There's no way they've got the brain power for that.
Bitch fish. You know what? American fish?
Yeah.
They're not like that. It's some bitch African fish.
Yeah.
Some bitch ass South American fish.
American fish, catfish.
Catfish. You can put a catfish in a fucking...
They don't even need water.
Man, true.
They live in mud.
I put a catfish in a Coleman cooler full of ice. And he didn't die all day. And I stabbed him in the head. And I thought he was dead. I picked him up. He's like, whoa. Like, what the fuck, man? I thought you died 8 hours ago.
He's probably pissed.
Yeah, he was like, get the fuck. I'm like, Jesus. I felt so bad.
There's those fish that just live in the mud. They don't even swim. They just embed themselves.
Yeah, stay there. And
they're like,
wait.
well, it'll be wet season soon. They just sit there, and then it rains. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Those are some tough-ass fish.
Dude, I'm trying. We had perch when I went perch fishing. So you like get all your fish. They're fucking all of them.
Yeah.
Are frozen solid.
Okay.
We are ice fishing.
Yeah.
So like you stab the fish in the head to bleed it out, or like cut the gills, it bleeds out, and then it freezes on the ice.
Okay.
So that happens.
Yeah.
I take them home. I drive from Lake Simcoe to London.
Okay.
It's also been overnight of them freezing outside.
Okay.
They're now
frozen
solid.
Yeah.
I put them in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
Put them in a cooler.
Yeah.
Bring them home. That's a 4.5 hour drive.
Probably thaw a little.
They thaw out. I put them in the sink. Run water over them. Thaw them out. 2 of them are alive. I was like, What? Wow. You haven't been in water in like
you
24 hours.
You shut them down.
Well, they were just like, nah, I'll take a nap.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a nap with no blood. Or
well, at least two of them made it, not just one, so they could talk to each other. Be like, yo, what the fuck?
It was fucked up. I was like, what? I freaked out. You
have a live fish in your sink now.
Yeah, well, and I was like, they were frozen solid, covered in snow.
Yeah.
Like, how? And he's
Don't
like,
some animals do that, right?
No, yeah, but he was like, dude, it's literally just perched. Like, they're an indestructible species. Like,
because I think one of the issues with the freezing is your cells have water in them, right? And ice is a crystal.
And destroys the cell.
Right? So it makes an ice crystal, which is sharp and pierces the cell.
No, it literally explodes the cell.
Yeah. And then as you have crystallized ice in you, it destroys tissue, which kills you.
Yeah.
Right? For some reason, that just doesn't happen. There's like frogs that have been frozen for all winter,
frogs,
and then they just thaw out.
Frogs, though, have a thing that responds in their body to do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They
mean to freeze?
They know they're going to freeze, so they release a thing from their brain, and they just sit there and go like this, and they're okay with freezing. They thought. Same with toads. You can freeze toads.
You think it would freak them out?
You never did that as a kid?
No.
What?
I didn't abuse animals.
That's not animal abuse.
There's no way you knew that they had that thing in them to make them freeze.
I did.
You were just fucking up toads.
I'm dead serious. When I was a kid, we would like catch a frog. You catch a leopard frog or something from a pond or a toad, and you put them in the freezer. I swear to God, you stick them in the freezer and like give them an hour in the freezer, and they'll be frozen solid. But they stop and they just go into a ball and they freeze solid.
Okay.
And you take them out and they're like a puck.
You didn't play hockey with them?
No.
Okay.
No. It was summertime.
Okay. And then what?
You set them down on the pavement and they'll like, you'll see them like, and they start moving their hands. And then they like start stretching out and they'll like kind of wiggle themselves back. And they start wiggling. They come back to life.
That's crazy.
It's super crazy to see. And they're like, they'll like, once they're back to life, they're like, and they're totally fine. And you're like, what the fuck?
Totally
you just put them back.
Totally fine.
Totally fine.
Do you think it would like fuck him up if you saw one that had like a winter came and he wasn't ready and he froze a little bit and you just moved him a little bit? Because to him, he would have just frozen and woken back up across
I am
the street.
in a different spot.
This is not my spot.
This isn't where I do this.
Frogs are sick like that.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool little animals. They're tough buggers.
Your Brian loves frogs, right?
No, hates them.
What?
My fiance?
Yes.
No, she hates them.
Are you fucking with me?
I'm not fucking with you. She hates frogs.
Dude, I got you guys poison dart frogs in a little terrarium.
Oh, nice.
Are you fucking with me for real?
I'm not fucking with you. Did you? You didn't get us poison dart.
I swear to God.
You didn't get us frogs.
Why not? I thought you loved frogs.
I like frogs.
I know.
I love frogs.
It was like for you guys.
That is a strange gift, Christian.
I'm just kidding.
Here's this responsibility.
Let me bestow this upon you.
Next time it's your birthday, I'm getting you a puppy. Just to
oh, man.
Just to fuck your whole life up.
You want a fucking problem? Here you go. Oh, by the way, when you want to go on vacation, can't watch it.
Yeah. By the way, I hate dogs.
yeah, can't watch it. That's not my thing. Can't help you out.
Say goodbye to all that time you gotta spend walking this thing twice a day. Have fun. Also, it's a puppy and it's a big one.
Yeah, here's a Newfoundlander puppy. Yeah. Needs a lot of brushing, a lot of walking.
I think there's some wolf in it. Have fun. Your cat'll love this.
Brutal.
Because that is actually a subtle way to fuck with people.
Oh, it is.
Because once you have a puppy, like most people would be like, well, I can't get rid of it.
Oh yeah, I can.
I could.
Yeah,
but
I've gotten rid of dogs. Been like, yeah, no, I'm good.
no, thank you.
Yeah, I had a Jack Russell Terrier, and he was wonderful. My mom just thought he was a nightmare, and I loved him.
Yeah,
and my mom just was like, "Yep, and you are going to be raised by a farmer." and took him out to a farmer and gave it to the farmer.
Did you go with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, he went to go live on a farm means something else.
Oh, she put him down? No.
Yeah.
No, he was like a year and a half old. 2 years old, man. Take it to that. I want to put it down.
Why?
Yeah.
He's like perfectly healthy. Not a fan.
Not a fan. Yeah. Looking for a new one.
I had a buddy when I was a kid, and his dad was all sorts of strange. And he, like, really got to bragging one time at, like, his son's birthday party. They were talking about dogs, and they were like, I'll put down a dog here if I have to. And we were like, okay. And he's like, yeah, all you do is put them, if you get a litter of puppies you don't want, you put them in a garbage bag, tie them to your exhaust pipe, start the car. And this is at, like, a kid's birthday party. And everyone's like, what?
What?
And he like didn't see that what he said was fucked up.
God,
he's like, what? That's what you do.
That is so fucked.
Yeah, he's like, that's what it was about. His like dog. He was talking about when his dog had puppies, and he didn't want puppies. So yeah, killed them all. I was like, no!
What a monster.
I know!
You just give them away.
Give them away to people.
People take dogs for free.
Also, why's your dog not spayed?
Yeah, what the... You're the problem here.
No. It's like, this is my non-spayed German Shepherd that lives outside.
Yeah.
Oh, it has puppies.
Oh, what happened?
How could I couldn't have foreseen this coming?
Can you imagine? You must have fucked that dog up because it would have known that you killed all its puppies.
Yeah, because it was outside where the cars go, so it would have just watched it.
Dude, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
he said that there were children as young as like 5 present.
Oh my god, that breaks my heart.
I know.
That is
also, like, to
actually...
do it in that's such an awful, gross way to do it.
Yeah, what the just pollute him to death?
Yeah, that only takes 45 minutes. What? You get over the squealing. I didn't say that. But that's like one step above just like, just grab a shovel and just go crazy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, like, I don't like dogs, but I don't hate them that much.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
just
my...
Or just, like, let them be free in the wild or something. I don't know.
You can't do that. You just give them away.
Well, yeah, I'm sure people always want puppies.
Yeah, literally.
You probably sell
like, free puppies? They'll be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free puppies.
I just kill them.
Yeah, I'll just kill them. I don't want anyone else to have to deal with them. Like, people want to deal with them. Lots of people want to deal with them.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked. I remember that. That guy was fucking strange.
Yeah, dude, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
Had, like, this... His dog was, like... I was young, but it looked like a fucking 5-foot-tall German Shepherd. It was fucking like big German Shepherd thing. Named Princess.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Fucked up that he's a dog lover and kills.
No, I don't know if he loves dogs, because the dog was just on a chain outside all the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think he really liked dogs.
Oh, so it probably bred with a coyote or something.
Yeah, probably.
Actually. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. I mean, some people look at dogs that way. Not everyone looks at dogs as this cuddly little companion.
Okay.
People look at them sometimes as, like, assets.
Okay, I will say this not in that guy's defense. Actually, no, I'm gonna not. That guy deserves no defense. Fuck that guy. I will say that I definitely have been raised around a lot of dogs who are working dogs.
Yeah, there's like junkyard dogs.
Yeah, like
security dogs.
Yeah, dogs who have jobs. They have a job to do, and people who are like, how can you leave them outside? Because they've never been in the fucking house.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to handle the house.
Yeah, he'd freak out in the house.
He'd choose a tire.
Yeah, he's fine out there. It's totally fine. You don't ever need to bring him in the house. And they're like, you can't do that to him. It's like, yeah, you can. His job is to guard the farm. Do you see his 8-inch thick fur? That's because he lives outside all year round. This is all he does. He loves being out here. He's got a job. Watch a coyote come near the fucking property line. He will lose his goddamn marbles.
Plus, how many other animals get to have jobs?
Yeah, that's what I mean. His life has purpose.
Yeah.
His life, he's fulfilled in life. That's why he's not crazy. That's why he's not one of those little... It's like a little Shih Tzu when you're like, I don't know what What's wrong with him? I know what's wrong with him.
He shouldn't be alive.
Yeah, it shouldn't exist. Yeah,
this is a genetic...
You don't walk it. You don't walk it. You don't play with it. It's a nightmare. That's
it wears
why.
a diaper.
Yeah, and it bites people all day. Yeah, it's because it's frustrated. It has no job.
It's all kind of fucked up in its head.
Yeah, like it's like a fucking teenager, dude.
I bet we could put some other animals to work. I mean, we have like ox, goats.
There's lots of
donkeys
animals.
have
Everyone
jobs.
needs a job because it gives them purpose in life.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like sea life. You think we could get like whales tugging cargo?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Give them a job.
Give them a job.
Give them a
You
job.
freeloader.
Yeah, you
living in the ocean.
You want to be a part of the American dream?
Yeah, eating all that krill for free.
For free.
For free.
Yeah, we
Get
should
a
be
job,
stringing
you
up.
bum.
Why don't we string up whales? Ask them. Be like, hey, can you tow us over there?
You gotta find a guy who speaks whale. Well, all you gotta do is just take one of the Navy subs, go up to the whale pod, and just blast them with sonar until they're not smart. And then we can just brainwash them into having jobs.
Just put a harness on them and be like, you're tugging.
Yeah, you have no thoughts anymore. That's all you gotta do.
No, it doesn't make them retarded.
It just kills them, right?
It literally just kills them, or they just go into a panic and dive to the point that they implode.
Jesus, what a way to go.
Yeah, it's really horrible.
That's pretty metal.
That's why a bunch of the world's developed nations were like, you need to turn down the fucking sonar. And everyone turned down their sonar. Was like, fair enough.
Well, yeah.
Except for Russia. Russia tried to not do it, and then everyone freaked out and was like, yo, you're actually fucking whales up. Stop doing this. And they were like, okay, fine.
Yeah, there's like horror stories, right? Of like people accidentally pinging sonar when there's like divers nearby.
Oh, and it fucks them up?
And just like liquefies dudes.
It doesn't liquefy
dudes. It's like 200 and something decibels.
It just fucks them up a little.
A little?
Yeah, like, you're fine if sonar's going, yeah, like, it's just because their brain's meant to pick up that, right?
Right, they're super sensitive.
Because
they communicate over miles.
Yeah, they can communicate with each other, like, really far apart. So they pick that up. They can gear ships, like, far away.
Do you think? Do they avoid?
It depends. Like, dolphins don't. Dolphins ride the break.
Yeah. Dolphins are fucked, though.
Dolphins are like a great time.
They're the only other species on the planet that has sex for pleasure.
Yeah.
Which means
we
they rape.
We don't know about that anymore.
Well, they rape on purpose.
Dolphin rape has... I want to be clear on this. There's some new development on the dolphin rape, and we don't know...
Why are we looking into this?
I've been looking into it.
You've been looking into this. Okay.
They don't know how rapey they actually are. That was from one, like, peer-reviewed study. They've done some more in it.
Well,
they think they're not that rapey. It's the same thing that they found that infanticide in dolphins isn't nearly as common as we thought.
Okay. Well, most sex in the animal kingdom is non-consensual.
It's somewhat invited.
It's like invited, yeah, sure. But there's also like animals that just get to fucking.
Yeah, you have to also think though that we talked about this before.
Probably.
There's a misfire in the brain. Yeah, we did. We talked about this a long time ago.
Welcome back.
There's a misfire in the brain that happens, and which is why sex in the animal kingdom looks so like violent sometimes.
Yeah.
Is because those violence and pleasure, like they swap back and forth. There's like small misfires where it'll swap over and they'll be like fucking having a good time. And then they're like, yeah,
just like me, for real,
dude. But remember, this is the same. It's the exact same function in the brain that causes fetishes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that causes fetishism.
That's probably why you get getting the shit kicked out of you sometimes. When you're fucking.
I just love it. Yeah.
Well, not you, the proverbial woman. You.
What?
Why are Japanese women pain to you or violence?
Well, they're not. It's just a small misfire.
Oh fuck! Yo, your fiance listens to this.
Yeah, I know.
I have mine doesn't. So I'm all good.
It's just hilarious. I cannot say it.
It's the bit. Yeah, everyone knows this about you.
Yeah, it's not really that true, to be honest. It's not.
I've seen the internet history. Bro. I've seen it.
I've seen the history. I had one other thing. Stents.
Okay.
Also, Alice H. Parker invented the furnace. She's a black woman.
She's a black lady?
Yeah.
Invented the furnace.
Invented the modern day furnace.
Okay, I was going to say.
Alice H. Parker.
I think fire was the modern day furnace.
No, like an actual furnace.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
You waited till after Black History Month to drop that one? We're supposed to be allies.
Oh, true. That's true. Yeah, I should have said
You should have saved
earlier.
that for next year. We only talk about black people in February.
Yeah, we got 1 month a year.
That's your month.
I learned that, though, the other day, and I thought it was interesting. So
that is interesting. Yeah. That's good.
I was like, kind of a cool thing.
Because you wouldn't think so.
No, I know.
Which is like maybe our bad.
It makes sense. Yeah, because we were up here like having camp. We were like, we have campfires, just put them inside the house.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, they actually burn down houses a lot. You know what you could do? This thing.
Well, that's why you put a tiny little hole in the roof of your house so the smoke can get out and no one suffocates in their sleep.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a brilliant solution.
The first guy to bring the campfire in the tent
was a genius.
But crazy.
Yeah, they're right.
We're just going to leave this right here. Yeah. And we're all going to sleep around it.
Yeah, don't worry about...
Shut the tent.
Yeah. Don't worry about the smoke.
Yeah. Is anyone else lightheaded? Because I'm having a great time. I'm just so excited for this fire in the building.
I was going to talk about, though, stents.
Okay.
Stents. I was talking to a couple doctors last night about stents. Really interesting.
That like drain
you know
fluid?
What a stent is? No, a stent is what they put into an aneurysm. So an aneurysm's like the weakening of the arterial wall, which causes ballooning.
Yep.
Right? So instead of it being like a channel, it balloons out because it gets weaker. And the pressure, it's under pressure. So obviously you have expansion. I didn't realize that the stents they put in now are mesh.
Okay.
And I was like, well, if it's mesh, then wouldn't it cause turbulence and you would affect rate of flow?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, that's actually a good question. There's he's like, there's a coefficient to calculate that, and there's a perfect density and size of mesh.
That doesn't make any turbulence?
Zero turbulence.
Damn. There's some crazy smart people on this
that
world.
Is super...
Do you think they
mathematically it makes sense that you could figure it out, but also it's insane that you can figure that out and be like, yeah, you can put one in that perfectly mimics the normal blood flow.
Do you think they thought of that before they did the first one, or did they put the first one in, someone's head exploded, and they
put the first one in? No, they put the first one in and then saw that the blood flow, like the rate of blood flow, changed.
Okay,
and we're definitely like, huh. And then some fucking plumber somewhere was like, yeah, dude, mesh causes turbulence. And they were like, fair enough, it would.
Yeah.
And then a physicist was like, I can fix this.
And then an archaeologist did nothing.
Yeah, still doing sweet fuck all. You
sitting on his ass.
Fucking asshole.
Thanks for that.
Still just lying about history. You fucking bastards. I want to end on something funny, though. My boss has been giving away, like, people come in and he acts like he's like, here, I got something for you. Here's a good little gift for you. And he hands them a fucking pack of recalled and expired hand wipes. Like wet wipes.
What a gift.
Recalled and expired.
What's wrong with them? How do you fuck up a wipe?
I don't know. I have no idea, but he just gives them away.
He's like giving people diseases with these hand wipes. Syphilis.
He's like, here you go.
What a strange gift. Like if someone's like, oh, I got a little gift for you. Immediately I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then it's like hand wipes.
Wet wipes. Like hand wet wipes. And you're like,
thanks. Why? Why do you not want these? You clearly bought them.
Yeah, tons of them. It's crazy.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening. We love you so much.
Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.
That was a good